doing? This is Melvin Brown. Welcome back to the Voodoo Show. Okay, now today's topic is going to be a statement and a story time. I'm going to say this one time and one time only. If you suffer with mental illness, something like schizophrenia, if you're a professional victim, it is nothing that a root worker can do to help you. Meaning, I am not doing business with people that suffer with mental illness. Okay, I will work with somebody with bipolar or depression, but the other mental illness, I am not working with you. Now, here's the reason why. Some people think magic happens overnight. Some people think you get your lover in 48 hours. This is not how it works. You think if love spells worked it in 48 hours, we all be millionaires right now. All of us that's doing work, we be all millionaires right now. But it don't work like that. Also, when people get a reading done, if the root worker tells you this is a dead situation, that you cannot get your lover back because he don't love you, don't be in denial. Don't be in denial if a root worker say it's somebody else in the picture. Because let the root worker finish their sentence. If the root worker say it's somebody else and she really don't love you, some root workers gonna tell you how it is. Somebody like me or other root workers. If we do a reading on you and we see that this relationship, it has no chance of recovering, and if we do try to take the case, somebody's going to get hurt. And this is going to lead me to my story time. Okay, so a few months ago, I decided to take this woman case and refer her to a good root worker. Okay, they did a reading and everything, but she wanted to hold out on the work and everything. Let's continue. So I get a phone call from one of my root worker friends, like, yo, this is a tough case. I'm gonna pass on this case, but if you know another root worker, have them set up the case. Okay. So I referred her to a different root worker. Okay, she didn't have money at the time, but the root worker would check up on her, talk to her, make sure she's okay. Okay, they taking care of their business. I'm going about my business, starting posting videos and everything. I get an email out of nowhere saying, Melvin, can you please call me? I said, okay, I'll call you. So I said, what's going on? That root worker you referred me to is a pervert. The other root worker you sent me to was a nice guy. I don't know what the fuck is you doing. I think you're a fucking scam. This, that, and the third. And I asked you, I said, how much did you pay for the work? Oh, I didn't pay nothing yet. I said, so how the fuck did I scam you if you didn't pay for nothing? Well, I'm just upset and fed up with everything. I've been getting scammed all my life. I'm not seeing results. I'm like, baby girl, you didn't even pay for work. We didn't even mail you nothing. We didn't even do a ritual on your work. Like, you just be calling us and talking to us. That's all you doing. We got other shit to do besides babysit your ass. And I'm sorry I had to be rude to her, but I'm just like, yo, if you're not paying, the best thing you're gonna do is just get a phone call and keep it moving. That's it. But she kept on going, talking about the root work I referred her to is a pervert, that he sent out a sex spirit on her. She was walking down the street, she had a whole orgasm out of nowhere. She gave him a call and everything. He's not answering the phone. I'm like, all right, look, I'm gonna get down to the point to find out what's really going on. So I did a reading on a root worker and a potential client we was gonna work with. What happened when we did a reading? And I had to go to the most professional readers. She's a good reader. And I was sitting there watching her flip these cards. And I told her name and everything. And next thing you know, it had this card. And this card meaning that she's a betrayer. She's not loyal to her friends. And she's a liar. So I said, okay. So I decided to give this potential client a call back. And I told her, I said, look, we figure out what's going on. Root workers, I'm going to show you how real we are. This situation that you're going to, you're telling me a fucking lie. There's no way in hell that an ancestor gonna lie. There's no way in hell. We don't even know you from a can of paint, and we already getting bad vibes from you spiritually. So next thing you know, I told her about it. She hangs up. Boom. Okay. So a couple days later, she decided to call me back, asking me for my help. I was in fucking shock because I blocked her, but she called me from a different number. So I'm like, Hello. She said, hello? Can I speak to Melvin? I said, yes, this is Melvin. How did you get this number? Because I don't normally give out my number, and I always give out my number by email. She said, yeah, my name's such and such. We talked a couple days ago. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. What do you want now? She talking about, oh, since you referred me to that root worker and everything, my life became hell. I'm like, how did it become hell? You called me for help. How did it become hell when you was already in the fire? Oh, I think the root workers that you hired me to manipulate me and make me feel this type of way and making my relationship getting worse. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do one more reading on you. One more reading. Give me your full name and your lover full name. She gave me the names and her name. Next thing you know, the readings begin. All I can tell you is what the cards told me. I said, baby girl, I'm not trying to bust your bubble. I understand you're very frustrated, but this relationship that you want so bad with your ex-lover is dead. Meaning, he don't want to be with you. Meaning, if I did some root work for you, he will wind up killing you, or you will wind up killing him, because he's still going to play the field. So next thing you know, in the card reading, I found out that he got another woman pregnant and he loved old dearly. And she said that's the root worker's fault that I relied her to, because if it wasn't for them, it wasn't for me referring her, she probably wouldn't go through this. So I said, okay. I did another reading. I said, it seems like what these cards telling me, you dabbled in magic before, and this is the spirits retaliating on you because you didn't know what you was doing. And I told her, I said, do you have an altar? She hangs up the phone. 6 hours later, she calls me back from a fake number. And I said, look, this is my last time talking to you. Did you have an altar? And she said, yes, I had an altar. I said, well, that's your fault. Whatever you did in that altar to do, it backfired on you, and that's what's going on. Don't lie on me, the root workers I relied you to, about your situation. This is what I be talking about. And she was so much in denial, suffer with bad schizophrenia. She basically had a mental breakdown before. We found out that she'd been in a psychiatric hospital before. And that's why I really don't want to work with people with mental illness. Like, I feel sorry for her, because I don't believe no root working can help her. Because this man don't love her no more. Don't want to be with her no more. And she need a, but I could tell her, like, since I'm college educated and I went to psychology class and everything, it's a lot of mental illness. But I just can't classify what it is. I'm just giving you an example. But what I could tell her, I pray for her. If she want to come back to me, find a new lover, that's fine. But baby girl, the lover that you want so bad really didn't love you. Y'all went on trips and everything, and he treated you like shit. You was just his side piece. I'm sorry to say it, but you was just a side piece. And I'm sorry I had to turn your case down, because your safety is everything to me. And I know as soon one day when you get help, professional help and everything, you're going to look back and say, why the fuck did I do this? And I also talked to one of the root workers that you decided to work with, told you ahead of time that he was going to have a baby on the way. And there's nothing that his magic can do to prevent this. And now you've seen the results of your mistake and magic when you try to dabble with it. Now you see that she's pregnant. Now you see that he's happy. Now you see that he don't want to be with you. And this will classify you with mental illness. You told that root worker you don't care what would happen. You want that baby gone. You want her to die, the baby die, and the rest of the kids she got and her past relationships. We sat down, looked at this case, realized this is nothing spiritual. Something spiritual going on, because you dabbled with some dark work. But you caused this your own pain, and you suffer from mental illness. Now, this is kind of emotional, because I have a heart. I have nieces, nephews, that's like the age of 2 and 3. When they came to this earth, I was happy to see them breathing. So I know how I feel to lose a child because my next door neighbor lost her child due to health problems. I don't know what was going on with her. But you're a fucked up individual. I'm sorry to say it, but you really fucked up. I don't care how fucked up the situation is, how bad he is. You don't want to kill a child and her other kids around her that she had in past relationships. You need help. This is why I don't work with mental illness. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. She really was going to pay top dollar to get that woman out of his life. And we warned her. We said, if you kill her and that baby, he's going to kill himself. Because you want to be so selfish. And the magic that you was dabbling in before you met us is going to backfire on that. And that's going to be a backfire. He's going to die. The best advice I can tell you, love yourself. Get some professional help. And work on yourself. I'm sorry. I'm turning down your case. But maybe eventually somebody else will work with you. But none of my road workers won't work with you. So I'm sorry. If you like this, hit the like button, leave a comment, email me, subscribe to me. This is Melvin Brown. This is The Voodoo Show. I'm out.